We all love adventures, and the more challenging the better. On Memorial Day weekend 2021, a group of us set out on a monumental journey. We are going to drive from the famous Giant Rock to Glen Helen, California, across the San Bernardino Mountains on almost only dirt roads. If we make it, it'll be a 141-mile journey with some of the most challenging 4x4 places in the mountains between us and our goal.
It's so slick.
We only have 3 days to do this, so we gotta keep moving. Join us for day 2 of our mountain marathon run. This trip is across the beautiful San Bernardino Mountains in Southern California. We plan to hit 14 black diamond rated trails in the National Forest after already tackling some tough BLM trails on day 1. We started at Landers, California at the Giant Rock, the largest freestanding boulder in the world. From there, we're attempting to cross the mountains into the Cajon Pass, ending in Glen Helen, California. On day 1, we drove 35 miles into the adventure. We still have 108 miles planned to go.
Happy Sunday! I'm getting all packed up, ready to roll for our next adventure.
We stayed at an old mine camp the first night. It was a cool place to explore and a great camp spot. The group decided that since we still had so far to go, that we should bypass the second attempt at the Garden of Eden Trail and head into the San Bernardino National Forest. After all, we still have a lot of miles and 14 black diamond rated trails to go.
Welcome to Heartbreak Ridge.
The first of those trails is Heartbreak Ridge. It is mostly a moderate to easy trail, with the most difficult spot having a bypass.
This will be some shaky video.
Yeah. They've made a bypass by the fun stuff. We came in from the east side of the trail, which gets you to the rough stuff right away. There are some historic and interesting things to see along this trail, but given that we had decided to cram all this into Memorial Day weekend, we just don't have time to stop to see them.
Don't throw Barbie to the tree.
I ain't gonna throw Barbie in no tree. I'll go around the outside.
The National Forest Service rates 4x4 trails the same way as they do ski slopes. Green circle is the easiest, blue square is the moderate, and black diamond is the most difficult. In the San Bernardino National Forest, you only have to have one obstacle that rates it as a black diamond to rate the whole trail as black diamond. For Heartbreak Ridge, this is that obstacle.
What's left of Pontiac?
1.8 miles into Heartbreak Ridge, there's a left-hand turn that leads to Pontiac Sluice.
So this is Potty Crack Sluice.
This trail is named after an old abandoned Pontiac Bonneville. It hasn't always been so flat. 15 years earlier, it looked like this. The actual sluice is a really short portion of this 3-mile loop. It only measures about 1/10 of a mile, but you get to run it both uphill and downhill.
Sound asleep, eh?
Really? Osman, really?
After the sluice, the trail becomes a mountainside loop with a high point and a small plateau. It is Memorial Day weekend after all, so we stop and pay respects to a Marine killed in action in Iraq. Alright, let's see how deep this vertical mine shaft really is. It's far. It's a 4-piece. After returning down the Pontiac Sluice and finishing Heartbreak Ridge, we catch Forest Road 202 towards the city of Big Bear. On the way, we got to see something you don't see very often in the forest, a herd of wild burros. Not sure why, but Jeep just stopped. Trying to figure it out. We're headed out. Got it all running. Just seemed to be vapor locked. Alright, we're on our way. As we approach the edge of civilization near the town of Baldwin, we stop to see a quartz dome known as the Eye of God. It was once a full dome of quartz, but it was dynamited looking for gold. This dome is sacred to the Serrano tribe. Legend has it that it is the eye of the creator god, and that it was watching to make sure that the tribes treated each other well. From there we head into Big Bear to top off on gas and resupply. Here we lose Nick and Barb, who had only planned to stay one night, and Kurt, who needed to make some repairs. We climb out of Big Bear on a trail named Gold Mountain. At the trailhead, we meet up with Randy and Carmen. While by no means new to wheeling, they are wheeling and new to them 4-door JK. So our group of 5 has dropped to a group of 4, but with some new faces. Made it. Gold Mountain, the Talus Slope. And you pretty much pick any path you want, but there's usually a beaten down path that's the easier one to do. Looks like there's some folks having some trouble on the trail, so we're going to see if we can make it through. Otherwise, we may be helping them out. We'll see.
Oh, the guy's got an RC car going right here.
All right, Mike, we're here. Everybody's up.
All right, cool.
There's somebody looks like they're broken in the path, but I'm going to go see if we can get around them.
Oh, copy that. You want us to back up and go back here to the left?
Oh, hell no. This is the Talus Slope. I love this part of the trail.
I'm with you, brother.
There are several ways to exit the slope, and we found one I haven't been on before. All the exits loop back to the main trail, so I picked one that was further out from the others. That way at least we get a lot more time to play on the slope. The Gold Mountain Trail was very busy, so it was sort of nice to have an area to play that we had to ourselves.
So slick.
Back on the main trail, we got caught behind a couple of large groups that were slowly making their way up this obstacle. We were delayed for quite a long time here, so my hopes for being able to make it through 6 Black Diamond trails today is slowly starting to fade. Alright, here we go. Little John Bull. Little John Bull is a fun connector trail to get to the main event at John Bull. I have a favorite little tough spot on this trail, but I opted not to video it because we were trying to make up some time. Made it to John Bull. See if we're going to do it or not. As crowded as Gold Mountain was, we're afraid we're going to find the same thing on John Bull, so we're planning to skip it if we have to. As it turns out, the crowd of folks sitting at the gatekeeper were just watching the show. They also told us that it had been a while since a group had gone through, so we took on the challenge. Even so, I was beginning to think about places to camp along the trail if we had to. John Bull is only 3 miles long, but it is one of the toughest trails in the mountains. If you run into traffic or trouble, you could be on this trail for quite some time.
There you go.
You've done it.
Other than a small group of motorcycles coming down this hill, we ran into no traffic on the trail. This may be the fastest trip I've ever done across John Bull. But it was getting late in the day, so this might be the sweet spot time for running this trail. The sun was getting low, but it wasn't gone when we finished John Bull. So we hightailed it across the trails to get to Forest Road 308. We took that to near the beginning of Holcomb Creek Trail. There we set up camp and started planning for day 3. With backtracking and go-arounds, we actually traveled 45 miles on day 2. To hit our goal, we have to travel 66 miles on day 3. And so far, we have not come close to that in a single day's travel. Coupled with that, we still have 9 Black Diamond trails to go. And believe it or not, we think we can make it.